by nearly 59,000 votes. And joining me now, my dear friend, MSNBC senior national correspondent Chris Jancic, and my panel, Rick Tyler and Eddie Glaude, still here. Okay, Chris, you just got back from Georgia. You met a group of suburban women known as super volunteers. They have mobilized because they want every vote to count. Walk us through this, because they've already been very successful at flipping one seat.
Yeah, look, they were leaving me to go to a protest. They are fed up with voter suppression. They've learned who are the individuals on their local election boards. They want something done about this. They didn't
Don't
even
mess
know,
with the mamas.
They didn't even know election boards existed before, county election boards. Well, let me tell you, they do now. And if I took away one message, it's if you think that the suburban woman turned passionate voter, turned activist, in some cases then turned candidate is like a one-off for 2018, you're not paying attention. Take a listen. Every state I've gone to, the majority of these volunteer activists are women. What's going on?
We're pissed off.
We've been PTA moms, and we've been preparing for this for decades.
Well, and also, and I agree with what Cam and Tamara said, but we tend to really get organized and support each other because we are used to not having a seat at the table, perhaps, and you have to come in through some kind of back door or side door. And so we know how to do this in other parts of our lives. And I also think that we're so tired of the sexism and the racism and all of the things that we walk through life experiencing. We've had enough. And it's our turn now to be the organizers, to be the candidates, to be the elected officials. We are 51% of the population.
The future is female.
And now that you have a seat at the table, you don't want to give it up.
Right.
You can't unring that bell.
We're going to enter a matriarch era. Down with the patriarch. Sorry.
So you've got.
They're not doing a good job. They're not doing a good job. If they were doing a good job, we probably would all hang out and play with our kids and our pets and do our normal thing. But they're doing a very horrible job at running the government, of being leaders, of representing our interests.
So do you think having more women and the most women ever in Congress is going to change the equation? Are you hopeful for the next couple of years?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it has a ripple effect. I mean, we've all known the candidates that just ran in Georgia. We all know them personally, or have met them, every single one of them. And so some of that came out of, some of those candidates were in some of these grassroots groups and felt the support and emboldened to step up to run. You know, reluctant activists who may have come to a rally incognito with hat and glasses and then ran for office. And that really did happen. And then
it's kind of wild, isn't it?
It's tremendous. It's inspiring. It's incredible, because then another woman says, if she can do it, I can do it. And then all of us are behind them saying, we've got you.
One of my favorite quotes from these women, Stephanie, things change and shift with perseverance.
Damn, girls, these mama bears are not going to be hibernating this winter. What are they doing next?
So after they got done with the protest yesterday, look, they've already recruited thousands of other women like them, and they are absolutely determined to educate people. They talk about going to people's doors who say, I'm not smart enough to vote, and they'll spend 20 minutes with them. They'll spend 20 minutes with them. What are your questions? What do you need to know? They are recruiting candidates actively, and they have already an infrastructure how to support them. They say, look, some of us are marketing people. We can show you how to market yourself as a candidate. Some of us, you know, work in stores where we can print flyers for you. And here's the other really interesting thing. One of the moms said to me, and the other ones nodded. She said, to get up on Saturday morning and saying, Ma, what T-shirt do we put on today? Because they were, you know, canvassing for so many different people. And I said, you're not just planning for 2020, you're planning for the next generation. They said, you bet we are.
Damn, boys. Emotional intelligence, perseverance, compassion, smarts. You screwed. All right, I got to bring my panel in. But before I do, I got to share